So the Pocket 3 got a firmware update, and there are some pretty notable improvements. Also, it's pretty cool that they're providing new or fixed features with these firmware updates, and I think there's gonna be even more cooler firmware updates to come. But since you guys tend to like the Pocket 3 content, I feel like it's my duty to tell you about the latest updates.
Mr. Black.
A big one that a lot of people were asking for is D-Log-M and HLG 10-bit color working with slow motion, specifically 4K 120, and it works. So a lot of people are going to be happy about that because then they can color correct their slow motion footage, at least their 4K 120 footage. Another really interesting one is that they added the ability to do a backup track recording on the onboard mics. So if you're using the DJI Mic 2 and you're talking to your Pocket 3, the embedded video will have this audio. However, when you plug it into your computer to get the files, they'll include a separate audio track with the built-in microphones. And why that's important is for two reasons. One reason, maybe it's good to have a backup just in case something happens while you're recording. It might not be as good, but it might just be better. I don't know. Sometimes it's better. It feels more like you're in the element versus when you have this on. But the other thing is if you're kind of further away from your mic, sometimes it's nice to add that ambient noise, like really low in the background. It just kind of makes you feel like you're there versus just like the coldness of wireless mics. Now in webcam mode, they made it so that you can go in 50 or 60 frames per second with 1080p, and that might interest some of you live streamers out there. They also added the ability to do time lapses in selfie mode. So if you're doing like a time lapse facing yourself, you can preview it. Maybe if you wanted to sit somewhere for a long time and let the world pass you by, you could see yourself. Now this one is actually really cool too. It is when you're using the microphone, let's say you power this thing off, you're not recording with this. After about 15 minutes of not being used, your mic will power down now. So before you had to make sure you turn off the microphone and not leave it on and let the battery drain, this time after 15 minutes, the mic will turn off. Other things that I've noticed is that with their natural normal color, it also has 10-bit on it. There's like the joystick slider control in the menu where you can just access it by pressing, on the side here, there's a button there on the side that you can press to do the same thing, but it's in the menu. And besides some minor bugs, that's basically it. And I'm still hopeful for some other really cool future firmware updates, like adding some more trick shots and just some other things I'd like to see. But let me ask you, what would you like to see in a future firmware update? There's a good chance someone from DJI might be reading this and they could pass that information along. So make sure you drop a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see, some enhancement, maybe even a cool accessory that you'd like to see go with the Pocket 3. I'd love to know. But that's it for today's video. It's just a quick one, just telling you about the update, letting you know so you can download it and have fun playing with it. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Mr. Black.